Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are the stackable from JCDS 1431D. The topic of this video is for application of geometry. Based on the slide, we have picked two cases, which is case 1 is El Castillo of Chichen's Itza, and case 2 is for Rubik's cubes. First of all, let's start with introduction of geometry. Geometry is one of the mathematics branch that help us understand and describe the fundamental properties of the physical world. It helps us to solve real-world problems, design structure, and advance various fields. In this case, we have chosen El Castillo of Chichen's Itza as it is one of the 7 wonders of the world due to its unique structure. We have chosen Rubik's cubes to be our second case due to its popularity among society. And now, I would like to invite one of my teams to explain more about our case 1.
Okay, thank you Zakirul. My name is Muhammad Azim bin Amir and I will explain to you guys about our case 1, which is El Castillo of Chichen Itza. First of all, the history of El Castillo is also known as the Pyramid of Kukulkan or the Temple of Kukulkan. It was built as a temple in honor of the serpent deity named Kukulkan in Mayan mythology. It was built around 700 to 1300 century, and some researchers suspect that the early parts of it might have been constructed in 550 century. Its structure is designed to produce the illusion of a giant serpent during spring and autumn equinoxes. Now we will move on to the structure of El Castillo. The building has 4 symmetrical sides that radiate from a central axis. The temple reaches a height of 6 meters, 13.42 meters width and 16.5 meters length. The pyramid, excluding the temple, reaches a height of 24 meters. It is a pyramid-shaped building with square base of 55.3 meters across and 30 meters height. The top of pyramid is replaced with the rectangular shaped temple. Now, we will go back to you, Zakirul.
Thank you, Ajin, for explaining about our case 1. I never hear about any information about these pyramids, and it's very interesting to hear about it. Now, back to our case 2, which will be explained by our third team, which is Zul.
Did you know that Rubik's cubes are invented by Eleanor Rubik, a Hungarian architecture professor, in 1974? It was originally created as a learning exercise to teach students about 3-dimensional space. It was originally named as a magic cube and has become one of the world's most famous puzzles of all time. And now, back to Zakirul.
Thank you, Ajim and Zul, for explaining the backstory of our 2 cases. Now, let's get to the best part, which is our mathematical calculation for our 2 cases.
So, El Castillo is actually a pyramid. However, the top of the pyramid is removed and being replaced by a rectangular shaped temple. So, our calculation will be included only 2 formulas, which is the formula of pyramid 1/3 times base times height, and the formula of prism, which is base area times height. Our calculation will be like this, and the end result will be 31,147.4192 meters cube. As for the surface area, the progress of calculation will be divided by 5 sections. The first section is smaller triangle will be subtracted from the bigger triangle for all 4 sides of the pyramid. The second one, the area that is left after subtracting the base area of the temple. Next, we will calculate two pairs of the temple's sides, and we will calculate the area of the top of the temple. And after all that, we can sum up all our values and to get the total cost for our surface area. Our total surface area will be 4,805.152 meters square.
For the Rubik's Cube, to calculate the volume, we can use this formula, which is base area times height. And the total volume for this Rubik's Cube is 260 centimeter cube. And to calculate the surface area, firstly, we need to calculate the base area this cube and multiply by 6 sides of this cube. And the total of the total of surface area for this cube is 260 centimeter square.
Ajim and Zul for a detailed explanation of the case 1 and case 2 calculations. Now we can do some relationship between El Castillo and Rubik's Cube. First, we are able to compare how big is El Castillo by comparing with Rubik's Cube. As shown of the calculation, we can take an approximately of 144,201,040 Rubik's Cube to be fit into El Castillo. That is a bunch of Rubik's Cube to be filled. Now if we compare the surface area of El Castillo with A1 paper, it can take up to approximately 603 pieces of A1 size paper. That's a very thick paper right there. While if we compare it with A5 paper with Rubik's Cube, it didn't even take one A5 paper. It's just how small Rubik's Cube surface area is.
So for conclusion, in our everyday life, we observe a variety of shapes, patterns and colors. Geometry is crucial because it helps us understand and describe the properties of physical world. It plays an important role in various fields including architecture, engineering, physics, art and even computer science. Geometry helps us deciding what materials to use, what design to make and plays a vital role in the construction process itself. So that's all for our projects. I want to say thank you for watching our presentations. I also want to thank you to my team members, Ajim and Zul. I also want to thank you our supervisor, which is Dr. Siti Afrika Berti Muhammad. Thank you.